What's going on, Halo fans? Luke TheNotable here. In this video, we're going to be talking about the new Warzone REQ changes in Halo 5. Recently, the way you get REQs in Warzone has changed, and in this video, I'm going to be going over how all of those changes should affect your gameplay. With the new updates, getting a higher REQ level very quickly is much harder to do in Warzone. Everyone in the game will get to level 9 REQs, and everyone in the game will be able to REQ the biggest and baddest stuff in the game. But with these updates, they've changed the way that you actually increase your REQ level, making it much harder to get to that level 9 very quickly. Overall, many of the things in the game that used to give you REQ level, like killing Spartans, killing bosses, and capturing bases, give you a lot less REQ level now. Completing objectives and killing Spartans will still give you plenty of REQ level, but it's nowhere near what it used to be, meaning that you can't get all the way up to the highest REQs very quickly just by killing a bunch of Spartans or killing some bosses. Getting up to the highest REQs in the game just takes time now because there is a slow trickle of REQ level that's given to every player in the game regardless of how well they're doing. This means that killing Spartans, killing bosses, and capturing bases won't really help you to get higher level REQs. Getting higher level REQs will essentially just come naturally. Sure, if you're a good player and you kill a lot of enemy Spartans, you're going to get them a little bit faster than the other people on the team, but for the most part, if you're a good player and you're at level 9 REQs, most of the other people in the game will be around level 7 or 8. Gone are the days where you are a level 9 REQ player getting a Phaeton and someone on the other team barely even has level 3 REQs and can't even shoot you down because they don't have access to weapons anymore. So how does this affect your gameplay? If everyone's pretty much the same in a game of Warzone, how are you supposed to get ahead? These changes make getting REQs slower, so what I found is that it is very important to make sure that you stay alive and use your REQs to their completion. Since this update, some of the best REQs that I have pulled have been ones that have a very high value, meaning REQs that can get you a ton of kills for a low amount of REQ level. Let me show you this comparison. The Barbed Lance is an ultra rare light rifle variant, and it is available at level 4 REQ. It fires a little bit faster and has a larger ammo capacity than the normal light rifle, and it can actually get you a lot of really good kills, especially if you're an accurate player. In this particular Skirmish a Dark Star Warzone game, I REQ'd in a Barbed Lance at level 4, and I used it for a pretty long time. I was able to get a lot of kills and assists with it because it had a high ammo capacity. Also, it's a pretty good gun to begin with. But by the time I was done using the Barbed Lance, meaning I died, I was at level 6 REQs, which meant I could keep the REQ party going with something bigger and stronger, and I ended up REQing a Banshee and doing pretty well with it. Later on in the game, I wanted to try to take one of the armory solo, so I REQ'd a Spanker Prime, which is a big rocket launcher which has a lot of kill potential. The Spanker Prime only has 8 shots and costs 7 REQ level, which means you can only get around 8 kills with it. And no surprise to me, by the time my Spanker Prime was out of bullets, even though I had killed everyone with it, I was only back to level 3 REQs, which means I couldn't really keep the REQ party going. The only reason I still continued to do well is I actually found another Barbed Lance on a guy's dead body. If I hadn't looted this Barbed Lance from another dead Spartan, I would have to go back to using loadout weapons and build up my REQ level again in order to get something big again. That's not to say that weapons like the Spanker Prime are useless because they can't give you a lot of REQ level throughout the duration of their use. I was able to clear out the armory very easily while using the Spanker Prime, and if I had some extra help from my teammates, we probably could have capped it. I just ran out of ammo. The point that I'm trying to make here is that you need to choose your REQs carefully and make sure that you're picking the best REQ for the situation that you are in. Don't just REQ a Spanker Prime because you think you want to get some kills with it, because you probably will get some kills with that Spanker Prime, but you're going to be out of REQs by the end of that Spanker Prime's life. Use a Spanker Prime when you want to coordinate a push on an armory, a garage, or a fortress, whatever. The Spanker Prime is a very good REQ for those things, but not a good REQ for just REQing and running around and doing nothing. Back in the old Warzone, at least I guess that's what we can call it now, old Warzone, back when pretty much there were no rules and everyone triple capped everybody. But back in those days, if you REQ'd a Spanker Prime, you could get a couple kills with it and get your REQ level back pretty quickly, assuming that you've used all of the Spanker Prime. But high level REQs like that, due to this update, are not going to return on their investment as well. For me, the REQs that I have the most success with, the ones that are going to not only get me a lot of kills but take me to that next REQ level and allow me to keep the REQ party going, are the valuable REQs in the game. If you don't know, I made a video mathematically proving some of the most valuable REQs in all of Warzone, and you should definitely check that out and look at some of those REQs because I have spreadsheets on pretty much every REQ in the game. Basically, the most valuable REQs in the game are some of the REQs that have the lowest REQ cost, high ammo capacity, and a lot of potential for kills. But for all you new fans, I'm not going to tell you which REQ is the most valuable. You'll have to go check out the video to find that out. But that's pretty much it for the video, Halo fans. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you learned something about new Warzone that you can use out there on the battlefield to get some better scores for yourself. On screen to the left is my little subscribe button. If you click that, you can subscribe to my channel to get more Halo analytical and tip knowledge. On the right is the thumbnail thumbnail of the video I was talking about earlier in this video about some of the most valuable REQs in the game. That video on screen right now, if you click that, that's going to teach you a lot and really help you to do well in Warzone. I want to thank you all for watching. Please stay notable, and I will see you in the next video. And no, there's no audible ad in this video. Sorry.